Hey y'all, what's going on, man? 187 The New Breed. I want to speak on going to college versus trade school. Now, you have people that's going to college, and I know some people would think, well, what's the best option to go to? You know, going to college, do I go 4 years, or do I do a trade school, whatever? Not, but honestly though, I think it's better to go to trade school, because when you go to trade school, you have things that you go right to the major. You go right to the major, and with college, you got to take all these intermediate classes, you know, English, math, and all, and everybody don't want to do that. And plus, with the way college is, and now that they're going up on the price again in these schools, and everybody can't pay for college, everybody can't pay for trade school, you know. So a lot of us are we have to work. We have to save money, but it's so hard to save money that we always think about, oh, we want to go back to school, but at the same time, you know, you got to go for financial aid, you got to try to get grants, you got to do whatever you got to do, especially if you got kids. It make it hard because you got to feed them too on top of yourself. So right now, I would say trade school right now. Because everybody, now that you go for you go 4 years in college, now you got to go through some more and more. Now, with certain trade schools, you can be there for maybe a short amount of time and already have that degree. You know what I mean? So you can get right into that field. Like, it's certain programs that you can be there in like 3-4 months, and you can get right into that field and get a job that quick. And it's some of them that you can't get jobs. You can go to college, go 4 years, get that major, try to go for work, and you still can't go. You can't even get any work in that field. You know what I'm saying? And the only way I would say that it's best to go to college is if you have a scholarship. If you have a scholarship, hey, do what you gotta do. If you're getting free schooling and stuff, hey, by all means, you can go to college. That's what I would think is the only best way to go to college. All the other ways, it's a trade school. Trade schools are, you know, it's the best way. Now, I know some people would want to go to college and they want to get that college experience, join a sorority, you know, have the college experiences. I know with guys, we want to see college women and how nice they look and stuff like that, or just the whole college experience. And even with college, you got the sports, you know, the sports there. So, you know what I'm saying? There's some advantages with that. But with trade schools, I don't know too many trade schools that actually have sports there. But trade schools or GED classes, or, you know, stuff like that. But with trade school, you'll get right into the field. You'll do what you have to do. If you want to get into computers, you can build your own computer. It's some places like Everest and a few other places that will make, if you get into the computer field, you can build your own. They'll teach you how to build your own computer. You get into the medical field, they'll tell you everything you need to know about the medical field. You know what I'm saying? So you'll get right into it. And within college, you just take all these intermediate classes that you get tired of after a while. And a lot of times when you're in school, you get tired of school. It gets boring to you. But at the same time, excuse me. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, it will work out in the long run if you get into the right major. If you get in the medical field or something that's booming right now, you know, that would be a best bet. But have a major that you know you can actually get work in. If there's like a 50-50 chance that you might get work or not get work, don't, hey, I wouldn't check it, but do your research on that. Do your research. Trade school is what's popping, man. It's what's popping right now. It's a lot different, but then again, when you in college, you stay in a dorm. When you in trade school, you got to go back home. You got to go home. So that's an advantage of college. You get a dorm room or something like that you can pay for, but it's so freaking expensive to go to college or go to school in general. Or sometimes, though, if you're working, try to see if you can make the company you work for, see if they can pay for schooling. I'm going to try to do that at my job. Once I get to a certain, once I work there long enough, because I haven't been there for a year yet. So I'll probably try ask them that, at least if I'm working there for a year, I ask them that. So, that's another way of asking. Try to get your work to try to pay for school if you can. If they can do that, take full advantage of that. Take full advantage. But there's some things with college. Of course, the women, in women's case, guys, or just the whole experience, the sororities, the parties, the sporting events, the classes, it can be a whole experience in college. Just being in campus or just getting away from your family is cool to some people too when they in college. Now at trade schools, you gotta stay where you live at to go there. You get to go there, go home, and all that, and it's good. But who all wants to do that? But everybody has their choosing with college. And black men, we got to start going to college, man. We got to better ourselves. Women are doing their thing right now, and we got to do the same thing too, man. We have to. Black men, we got to. Men in general, we got to just do what we can do. But remember, you can have all the schooling and try to get all the schooling you can. Try to learn as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do what you can do. Always go and reach for the stars. Learn as much as you know. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people get to you and say, "Oh, you're not college material. Oh, you shouldn't go to school," and stuff like that. Don't pay attention to nobody like that, because them same people that say the same thing is gonna be stuck at the liquor store, whatever they gonna be at. They gonna be there for a long time while you bettering yourself, and then they gonna ask you for money or work or whatever. So it's like, hey, don't pay these haters no mind, man. But whatever you choose to do, college or trade school, you're already a step ahead of the game in front of everybody else who haven't been doing that. You know what I'm saying? But we all need to just better ourselves. We need to go to school, especially blacks. We got to start doing what we need to do. We got to start being successful. So if you want to go to school or trade school or college, hey, either one you choose, you a step ahead of the game. You want to go to college, you want to learn something, have that experience, go to a university, do what you got to do. You want to go to a trade school, get something that's cheaper, go right into the field real quick, do what you need to do, hey, by all means. But whatever you choose, make sure it's the right one and do your research on it. Okay? Make sure you do that. The decision is very important, so please know. Please know what you want to do. Alright, y'all? Whatever y'all choose, it's going to be a good one. I'll holler at y'all.